Unite beyond boundaries. Innovate together. Joe's PANKRATION 2024. No border.
Hi, hello everyone. Thank you for joining Joe's PANKRATION 2024 in my session. Are you all enjoying Joe's PANKRATION 2024? So this is my third Red Bull. Cheers! I got my third win. Yeah. Once this session is over, I'll be able to take a short nap. Let's hang in there a little longer. I will talk about how to build a batch system with no code using AWS Step Functions and the benefits of doing so. Let's get started. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Masanori Yamaguchi. I'm an AWS community hero and AWS ambassador. Also, one of the organizers of Joe's PANKRATION 2024. There are contents of this session. First, overview and requirements of the batch system covered in this session. Second, how to meet each requirement using step function without writing any code. Last, key takeaways. First, let's review the basic of step functions. Step function is a serverless workflow orchestration service. Workflow are defined as state machines with each step represented as a specific state. It seamlessly integrates with AWS services like AWS Lambda, Amazon S3, or Event Bridge, and DynamoDB. So many services. There are the overview and requirements of the batch system in this session. The batch system automates the process of retrieving AMIs from EC2. The batch system has three main requirements. First, all processing must be completed within the state machine. Do not use any Lambda functions. Second, image names must follow a specific rule. The image name needs to be unique. I will have to determine successful completion of the AMI creation processes, and error handling must be implemented. There are requirements of batch system in this session. So I explain how to build each requirement using step function without writing any code. The first requirement is completing everything within the state machine. Also, do not use Lambda functions. So step functions has many built-in features. So why not? So we should use built-in features in step functions. The first requirement, the first requirement to answer. To use AWS integrations in step functions. By using SDK integrations, we can directly call AWS services APIs, so as API action from the state machine. So there's no need to write in code for Lambda function to executions almost any APIs. There is pros and cons table comparing SDK integrations, the Lambda function with AWS Step Functions. When we use SDK integrations, it becomes easier to understand the processing for the state machine. This also makes it easy to understand for non-programmers. However, using Lambda is not bad thing. It can make implementation easier when following the API documentation provided by AWS. And Lambda is necessary for more flexible processing. However, it does require to scale to read and write code. The second requirement is the image name must follow a specific rule. So this requirement very hard, tough. So completely do not writing any codes. So but the answer to this requirement is to use built-in features, to use built-in functions. For example, you can use built-in functions to get the date and time data or to handling string processing. So data retrieval and so dash to split hour and minutes. So please just a moment. Okay. Step functions has built-in features that offer various operations like math calculations, string processing, and UUID generation. However, for tasks like date calculation that are not supported, if you appear so that situation, you will need to use Lambda functions. So for more details, please refer to the AWS documentation. So Step Functions has some built-in features. The final requirement is being able to determine if the process was successful and handle errors as error handling. There are several methods for error handling in Step Functions, but this time we choose to use the choice state, which is easy to understand visually in Workflow Studio. So this picture part of Workflow Studio. So this state is choice state. Next, this picture is a setting menu for the choice state. If we use choice state, so provide some feature on the some function. We can execute specific action when a particular path as JSON path in the state machine data is in a certain state. It is also possible to configure multiple choice. Rule 1 is blah, 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 blah. Rule number 2 is blah, 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 blah. Similar to case statements or other programming language. For the ML retrieve process, we can determine the result by checking the value of JSON path, describe image result that images. So in this path, if had value so successful, we can choose we can process to next process. But so if the value indicate an error, so the workflow will transition to error handling process. So this is the choice state error handling process. So for additional error handling methods, so Step Functions has some error handling methods. So please refer to my article on the official AWS website. So Builders Flash, so my article. So there is a conclusion in my session. So many tasks can be achieved using Step Functions built-in features. It is important to carefully consider whether it is truly necessary to invoke a Lambda function from the state machine. So consider points, the skill level of the maintenance team. So there don't have programming skill. So should you choose built-in step functions feature, or so they have programming skill, so you can use Lambda functions. Next, cost. So this is consider the experience of Lambda functions, learning Lambda functions, and third, visibility requirements. Keeping important point, keeping the architecture simple. So if you use built-in step functions features, so completely simple your state machine, your workflow studio. Fourth, where the required processing can be performed using built-in functions. So last, the completely of error handling. So I've summarized key points for making a decision. Please make use of them. So that concludes my session. Also, there are still many great sessions to come. So please enjoy the rest of JAWS PANKRATION 2024. Thank you very much.ご清聴ありがとうございました。